Hi, we're here at FAN's 5th Annual Native Plant Show at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto. And I'm here with Jenny Evans.
Hi, I'm Jenny Evans. I'm the manager of the Native Landscapes and Garden Center at Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation.
And Jenny has designed a beautiful South Florida landscape, demonstration landscape for the attendees, demonstrating some of the most unusual hardwood hammock and pine rockland plants from Miami-Dade and Monroe counties. These are great plants for use in zones 10 and 11, and we're going to be talking to Jenny about the plants. Okay. Jenny, tell us about this tree. What is it about? This is a red berrystopper. Red berrystopper. What can you tell us about this?
So red berrystopper is one of a group of related plants, all called the stoppers. Many people probably know Simpson stopper, which is very common in the landscape. Red berrystopper is probably the rarest of the plants. It's very slow growing. It makes a great large shrub for narrow spaces. Stays generally narrow. The fruits are perfect for birds, and the flowers smell wonderful. Very slow growing.
Okay. And what do we have here, Jenny?
So this is white indigo berry. White indigo berry I like because you can put it in a variety of different kinds of habitats. It will take dry soils, it will take moist soils, it's very salt tolerant. There's this wonderful smell wafting at us, that's from its flowers. It also does not get very large. It's a great plant for an understory plant or somewhere where you need a shorter informal hedge. It takes trimming really well. It does get up to maybe 8 or 10 feet, but it's very easy to keep lower.
Wow, Jenny, I see a plant that says cinnamon bark. Is that cinnamon?
No, but it was used as a substitute for cinnamon early on in I believe the 17th and 18th centuries. I've been told that the outer bark is actually toxic, so don't go eating it, but the inner bark was used as a substitute for cinnamon. It's a great little, and by little, maybe 20, 30 feet, small statured tree, stays narrow, it's good for tight spaces, and it gets these wonderful red flowers that are followed by red berries.
So this is a good tree for the typical South Florida landscape, residential landscape, where your yards are smaller, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
And it stays relatively tidy.
Minimal cleanup then.
Correct.
Super. Nice tree, cinnamon bark. Whoa, look at this. Are these plums?
So this is Coco Plum. Many people know the upright Coco Plum, but this is one called horizontal Coco Plum. It's more common in coastal areas, stays lower, has a tendency to grow out rather than up. Most of our horizontal Coco Plum will stay under 5 feet. Depending on where the parent plant came from, it can get a little taller, so ask where your plants are coming from. So most of the time it will stay relatively low. It's another one that makes a really great small hedge type plant. And I don't mean box it into a complete square shape, but I mean somewhere where you need a border that stays low. And the fruits on this are actually edible. They get to be about double the size of this one. They're kind of fleshy. There's actually one over here somewhere. Of course, now I can't find it. Anyway, they get about double of the one you just previously saw. Here's one, right here.
Oh, wow, look at the size of that.
So, stay kind of whitish in color, but you can eat them. I wouldn't say they're great. It's not my first choice, but if you're hungry, out in the woods.
Oh boy, I see flowers. What's this plant, Jenny?
So this is called little strongbark. There are actually 3 species of strongbark. This is the only shrub form that we have. The butterflies and other pollinators love to land on those little white flowers that also smell wonderful, and then it's followed by cute little orange berries. There's one right here. It's a wide shrub, probably gets about 6 feet, but almost as wide as it is tall. And a great little accent because it's such a fine textured plant. It does not hold up to a lot of wind, however, so don't put it out on your beachfront.
Beijing Tammy.
Okay, and Jenny, can you tell us about this tree?
So this is a wonderful specimen plant to use in your landscape. It's called lignum vitae, which also means tree of life. It's extremely slow growing. So this particular plant is probably on the order of over 10 years old. It's got a beautiful purple flower. When it comes in flower, it's just, you can't beat it. But it goes to flower usually in the spring, and then it's followed by yellow seed pods that when they break open have bright red seeds inside.
Okay, Jenny, I heard you say earlier, be careful about where you're getting your plants from. And one of the benefits of the Native Plant Show is that you're seeing growers who are members of the Florida Association of Native Nurseries, FAN. And I know that your Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation Native Landscapes and Garden Center is a retail member. So the Native Landscapes and Garden Center is a trusted source for plants in South Florida, in the Sanibel area. And all the FAN members really make an effort to try and know what they're growing and work with each other to provide you with quality native plants. And you can go to plantrealflorida.org to find trusted sources of retail native plants. Thank you for sharing some time with us at the Native Plant Show.
You're welcome.
I think that's enough for one little